and network through the other attorneys on the probates, just like a bankruptcy attorney would network. You just communicate with them and let them know that you can help them put more money into the deal for their clients, and how you take care of each other, the attorneys, for doing that. That's totally your business. Each different state has different rules and regulations on that. Now, REOs. REOs are real estate owned, or sometimes known as bankruptcies. The banks know them as what is called a non-producing asset. REOs, you can actually go to an REO realtor, talk to normal local realtors, and they'll tell you who's usually the local REO realtors in that area. They're already working with these mortgage companies. And then talk to them about how you can find money. Because remember, the realtor is trying to get as much money for himself as well as do better things for the mortgage company. Well, the mortgage company has the right to be able to make money off of an REO. They have the legal ability to be able to put a claim in on that property that before they resell it, and then you can then do that. Now you can also do that for investors too. You can, anybody who's in investment clubs. Now we'll be sending you also a copy and a list of every single, what they call AREAs, and actually Georgia AREAs. And I believe it's actually it'll be on the website. Georgia AREAs is the one that's in Georgia. DIG is the one that's in Pennsylvania. They have several different smaller groups as well, and then they have practically every state has one, and different areas also in different states have them. And we're talking about hundreds of thousands of investors that are buying distressed properties, but they're pretty ethical. That's part of what being in AREAs are all about. And these people are looking to find as much as you can find in every property that they purchase. Okay, so they're very much into it, and a lot of times they're into it for just getting into business in any kind of ways. And you can actually talk to them about maybe become solicitors or however you want to market with them, or maybe talking to them about becoming adjusters, but being attached to your company. Okay, many ways of doing that. Those kind of guys are very interested and involved in that. I've already done that in this, before. In fact, if you see the one DVD that's in the other book where we did the walkthrough, John is one of those. He's from DIG, the local ones here. And I've spoken at the Georgia REO, over 500 people. And after I was done, I had over 50 people for 1 hour just hanging around me, wanting to know more. So it's a very powerful thing. Now, solicitor program. That's kind of built into this packet, and you can do two ways of solicitors. You can have it where somebody who just does a referral program to you, and you can send them out a $50. You want to use the blue sheet that we sent you, so that the blue sheet keeps the information separate from your normal books. Let's see. And one other thing that I want to talk to you about is, actually two more things. And these are the big ones. Let's talk about realtors. Realtors are in general, and sometimes even home inspectors in general, they try to be as professional as they can, and usually the brokers are probably the most professional in those groups. But the realtors in general, sometimes they're a little flaky. They're not as consistent and persistent. If they were, they'd make more money on a consistent, persistent basis. But what happens is with realtors is that every time they sell a property, they sign an agreement. They should have you in on the deal the next day. You should be sending out one of your home inspectors that you've designed and set up, and that you have them out there, and they're looking through the property doing a home inspection. It should be document home inspection, so that you can find more money that's in that house to help them fix different things. So sometimes actually have it so that the realtor can actually sign the deal. Sometimes there's not enough money in that house for them to actually pay the realtor. because they're so up to date up to here. You find money into the house, now you put that in a deal, now there's money to actually pay the realtor to get him out, so that he can actually get paid and actually sign it, because he knows that it's just not, otherwise they can't drop the price, and trying to sell the price house for way over value, a lot of times that just drains their own pocket and doesn't make anything. So, and realtors do not like doing that. So, you can save and solve some of the problems in doing that. Also, how do I get to talk to realtors? In our packet that we sent you, I show you, and you should already know already, but most, believe it or not, most attorneys don't take time to look at it this way, is to use probate. Probate is like developing new leads, automatic leads. Realtors love probates. And remember, probate is when the title has to be changed and because somebody died. Now, realtors, you can actually show them through our program that I have there, and you can do this in large meetings with a particular office. You can do it on a one-to-one, bring them to your office, however you want to do this, and you teach them how to do probate. How to find the probates. Very simple, very easy, and consistent. I live in Bucks County. There's close to 19,000 of them active at all times. Every year there's at least 19,000 active, and 20% of them fall off the books every year. Now, probates gets them in the door. You give them enough of this so that they're salivating, but you don't give them everything. You give them enough of this so that they still kind of need you, and at the same time, what you do is you then let them know that you'll give them the rest of it if they can start sending you business and start putting you in the process, and that it's a symbiotic relationship that you're developing. Also, remember I was telling you, I'm going to be sending you a program that we're going to be putting together on how they can then sell a package to their homeowners, instead of just writing a list of all the home inspectors, and then maybe periodically taking the guy off the list and then try to find somebody else they can put on the list, where they can actually now make available so that they can have that list, and or they're going to say, hey, we have this package that teaches you how to do it. It's for $50 or $75, and it'll save you money on the home inspection, and you'll feel like you're getting a better deal, because you're not going to tell yourself things. You're not going to withhold information from you just to please a realtor. And they'll go, oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, well, what happens? And now you've got a profit center for them, an additional profit center for them. And we'll be developing additional profit centers. You can then start to introduce them to the RIAs. You can start expanding their world, and meanwhile they have this now working relationship with you that they feel that they cannot do without. Some areas you need to have an attorney close the deal. Well, this is a way to help you to pull in and draw people in to be able to do that for you. Remember, in what you do, in what you do, you are an attorney. You do more than just what we're talking about here, as far as handling a claim. You do wills, you do a estate plan, you do a lot of different things. And what you're doing is you're developing a funnel. And you're using our program to help you to do it, where they're now funneling into you, all these people. And you put them through a process so that in marketing, which is called direct marketing, which you find in here, which we're going to be